Welcome back, guys. Uh, you know, we were learning on the number systems, right? Ninth standard CBSE number systems. So, continuing with our learning. Okay. See, in my previous video, I said, square root of something, right? Let us say square root of 64 can also be expressed as 64 raised to the power half. So whenever we see a fraction as part of the exponent, then what it means is, right, uh, whatever the denominator that fraction shows, right, we are basically talking of if it is the number n, then we are talking about the nth root of, right, the number which is given. Okay. For example, if we are saying 32 to the power 3 by 5, then what it means is it is nothing but 32 cube raised to the power 1 by 5, or rather fifth root of 32 to the power 3. Okay. Because as part of the laws of exponents, right, if you recollect the law of exponent, we have a to the power m, the whole power n is equal to a to the power mn. So 32 to the power 3 by 2 can also be written as 32 to the power 3, the whole power 1 by 2. Okay, so it is nothing but the square root of 32 cube, right? So let us prove that the square root can be represented as a number raised to the power half or 1 by 2. Okay. See, let us take the case of 64. So we all know 64 is nothing but 8 square. The square root of 64 is 8, isn't it? So let us see what is 64 raised to the power 1 by 2. Okay. So 64 raised to the power 1 by 2 can be written as 8 squared raised to the power 1 by 2. Okay. Now you recollect law of exponent, a to the power m, the whole power n is equal to a to the power mn. Alright. So 8 square, the whole power half is equal to 8 to the power 2 into half. So you can cancel out the 2, you get 8. So this shows that any number raised to the power 1 by 2 is nothing but the square root of that number. So any number raised to the power 1 by 3 is nothing but the cube root of that number. Any number raised to the power 1 by n is nothing but nth root of that number. Okay. So this is something that you have to keep in your mind. See, when we talk about irrational numbers, there are many questions that we will come across. For example, there is a typical question wherein you will be asked to rationalize the denominator. So what it means by rationalizing a denominator is that you have to convert the denominator into a rational number. So let us take an example. 1 divided by root of 7 minus root of 6. So if you have to rationalize the denominator, what you will have to do is you will have to have a rational number in the denominator. Okay. So right now we have a difference of two irrational numbers, root of 7 minus root of 6. So what do? You multiply both numerator and denominator with root of 7 plus root 6. So the numerator will become root 7 plus root 6 divided by the denominator. You have root 7 minus root 6 into root 7 plus root 6. So which is equal to root 7 plus root 6 divided by, now you recollect the identity. Okay, we know that a minus b into a plus b equal to a squared minus b squared. So, apply that identity. The denominator becomes root of 7 the whole square minus root 6 the whole square. Right? Hence, you have in the numerator root 7 plus root 6 divided by root 7 square is 7 minus root 6 square is 6, which is 1. So you get the answer root 7 plus root 6. So you have rationalized the denominator. Okay. Similarly, if you have a sort of a equation where you have a irrational number or irrational numerator and denominator on the left hand side, and on the right hand side you have two variables a and b. Then what you have to do is, I will give you a sort of an example. Let us say you have in the numerator root 5 plus 1, and in the denominator you have, let us say, root 2 plus 3. If it is equal to, right, a root 5 plus b, then what you will have to do is rationalize the denominator. Make sure that you bring the numerator to the form a root 5 plus b. Okay, you will get the left hand side in the form some number multiplied by root of 5 plus a constant. Okay, so whenever you get such an equation that a root 5 plus b is equal to some number multiplied by root of 5 plus some constant, you can always say that a is equal to the number associated with the root 5 term, and b is equal to the other constant. See, this is again a typical kind of question that you will come across in your exercises. All right. So just to have a recap, we basically in the number system we learned about different types of numbers. We introduced real number line, we introduced real number system. Okay, we learnt about irrational numbers, we learnt about rational numbers, we learnt about the decimal representation of rational numbers, how to basically mark a irrational number in the number line using geometrical method as well as using a graphical method we have seen. We also saw that irrational numbers basically satisfy all the law of exponents as well as the identities that we have learned in our earlier classes. Okay, now you guys are ready to basically attempt at the exercises. You please go through the exercises, and if you have any doubt in the exercises, please do not forget to email us. You can email your doubts to askmentorguru@gmail.com. In my next video, I will come out with a compilation of questions, around number systems, so that it will be of help to you. That will broadly cover, the different type of questions that you will come across in your exercises. I am sure the next video will help you to effectively solve the exercises and have a detailed understanding of the number system. Okay. So thank you very much for your time and being with me on the number system chapter. If you like this video, right, please share it, please subscribe it, please press the bell button so that you get notifications, right? If you have any feedback, kindly drop it in your comments, right? We take your feedback very seriously. In case if you have any doubts, please do send an email to askmentorguru@gmail.com. All right. So signing off, yours truly, TK Sridhar, an alumni of IIT Mumbai. So until I come out with my next video, bye bye, and take good care of yourself. Thank you.